Hi, my name is Dr. Ian Williamson. I am the Associate Dean at the Melbourne Business School, and I'm also Professor of Human Resource Management. I do quite a bit of work looking at talent management issues across the Asia Pacific, but not just in terms of how it impacts organizations. One of the nice things is also thinking about how talent management issues impact communities. And really there's a commonality. A failing organization has a challenge attracting people. It is a challenge developing people. It has a challenge retaining people, and it has a challenge utilizing people's expertise to create value. And so my work is really thinking about how can we help organizations solve those problems, but also how can we help communities solve those problems. And that interaction between the two of economic and social issues and how they interplay with each other is really something that I'm pretty passionate about. And what I oftentimes see is organizations will see a change in the environment. They will actually change their strategy, but they will not actually go the next step and change the way they think about talent acquisition. Because they'll say, oh, we have a culture we want to keep with it, we want to be consistent, that's too expensive, we don't want to bring any variation, all these things. But the job is not to do talent acquisition. The job is to execute on strategy. And strategy requires the accumulation of the appropriate resource. And if they get that and they see, because you will see the change in the external environment first. And if you can pick up on that, then it becomes much easier for you to make those adaptations in the way you think about talent and the type of talent you acquire. Well, I think first, a person in talent acquisition has to understand that their job is strategy implementation. Their job is not talent acquisition, right? That the acquisition of talent is the same as the acquisition of any resource, and that organizations accumulate resource to execute strategy. Now that's really important, particularly under a period of VUCA or high disruption or major change, because you can lose sight of what the actual mission here. The mission is not getting good people, the mission is executing on strategy. And so if that's the mission, then there's a few principles I would always tell people. One, all opportunities for success and all opportunities for failure come from the external environment. There are no bad shocks or negative things that happen in the external environment. Things just change. And what that happens is that exposes capability. And if you as an organization have capability, it's great. Volatility is not bad if you're looking for growth. The only way you're going to get year-on-year double-digit growth is actually volatility in the market. Stability in the market does not generate that type of growth. However, the next step is understanding that if all opportunity for success comes from the external environment, strategy then becomes positioning the organization to set up activities and routines and practices and services that are rewarded by the market. So you have to switch. If you see a change in the external environment, there should be a change in strategy. And finally, for this individual who's in this talent acquisition space, why do I call that strategy implementation? Because if I have a change in the external environment, then I must have a change in strategy. But that must be matched by equally radical change in the way in which I manage my workforce. And for talent acquisition, that means I need to redefine talent. What is or is not talent needs to change based on the external environment that's shifted. And that means I may need to go to different places, I may need to use different selection tools, I may need to have a different perspective about career paths. But talent acquisition then becomes a means of taking that change in strategy and executing on that by driving through a new type of resource or an appropriate resource for what the organization is now trying to accomplish. Hi, my name is Dr. Ian Williamson. I'm the Associate Dean at the Melbourne Business School and Professor of Human Resource Management. I look forward to speaking with you at the ATC conference, where I will talk with you about this issue of disruption in VUCA and how organizations can use their HR and people management practices as a way to create value and thrive during these times of uncertainty as opposed to struggling. I think the conversation should be very enlightening and hopefully very applicable to the issues that organizations are facing today. I look forward to seeing you there.